Hey guys, my name's Aleha. Today I'm filming my Pan That palette for 2021. I have been talking about this palette all year last year because I was hoping to hit more pans before I started this officially, but I did not really. I hit 3 pans in this last year. I specifically worked on it last year. I was trying to get pans in all of them so that I would start with at least pans and then just finish them up. I've never finished an entire eyeshadow up. I've never finished an entire eyeshadow palette up. So this will be a stretch for me. I don't think I'm going to finish it in 12 months. By no means. There's no way. It's possible. But for me personally, it's probably not going to happen. But I'm going to try to get as far as I can in it. I'm hopefully not going to get too bored. But yeah, let's just go ahead and start. I am doing the Urban Decay Original Naked palette for those of you who have not been following me along. This is the oldest palette in my collection. As you can tell, it probably looks super old and gross. I bought this used also, which it has been eating away at me since I bought it, thinking like, what if it was a fake? You know, I don't think it's a fake. It looks real, quality's good, but I want to get out of my collection. This one and 2 others I bought used, and I want to get those out. But this one is the oldest. This is discontinued. I don't know when she purchased it, but I do know that because of how long it's like been on the market, I think this is probably the oldest palette in my collection. I did sanitize it. She said she sanitized it, but I also sanitized it too, and I've used it for years now since I bought it, and I haven't had any weird eye infections. Even though this palette kind of bores me, it also is the most used in my collection. It also looks the most used because it has 3 pans in it. But let's just get started. So this is what it looks like. I should say, I apologize for my nails. They look super gross. I was gonna do my nails, but if I sat down and did my nails, I would never start this video. And it's already January 2nd. So this is what it looks like. Just take some time to look over it. So let's just go through it, each shade. Starting with Virgin. It does have some usage in it. It does have like a small dent. That honestly is mostly from the previous owner, not really from me. I have used the shade, just not a whole lot. The previous owner mostly used like these shades, and then these shades were pretty much untouched. I was the one who touched these. The next shade is Sin. I have not used that shade much. I don't appreciate the shimmer shades in this. I really don't. Sin and Sidecar, lots of people love them, but I put them on my eye and I don't know. I don't really care for those colors on me. It's also something that makes me think like, oh, what if it's a fake? Because I'm like, if people love them, why wouldn't I love them? I don't like working with them, but so it does have usage, and that's from the previous owner. I've used them once or twice. Naked, I have pan in it, obviously. I had pan in it early on, I think in February. And that's because it did have a really big dip from the previous owner. But I was the one that hit the pan. It did still take a while before I hit pan. I'm going to keep working on it. I hopefully will expand that pan and eventually finish it up. It's one of the only 2 mattes in this palette, so most likely that will happen. The next shade is Sidecar. It does have a dip, also from the previous owner. Don't really care for that shade. The next shade is Buck, the other matte shade. It does have a dip in it. It had a really tiny, like barely any usage from the previous owner. The dip that it does have is from me. I have been using it a lot lately. I'm using it today. I used it yesterday. But yeah, I know mattes for Urban Decay take a really long time, so I'm probably going to be using that every single day. And it probably is going to look the same by the next update. Well, every day that I do my makeup. Next shade is Half Baked, which is like a gold bronze color. It does have a really big dip down at the bottom. So at the top, the dippage that you see, that was from the previous owner. The center, like the big dip, that was me that I did that. So It does have a big dip. I don't know how far. I mean, I can't look at other pans in the same palette and know how much further I have to go, but it has a dip, so I'm happy with that. The next shade is Smog. That shade really wasn't used by the other owner. What's there is probably me. I mean, it has usage, but it's not my favorite shade in this. Let's just say that. The next shade is Darkhorse. So at the beginning of my project pan in 2021, I had this shade in there to hit pan, and I just barely hit pan on it today. Yeah. It took forever to hit pan on this. I was working on Creep mostly. Like, it took 6 months for me to hit pan in Creep, and it was a little bitty pan. But yeah, I don't know, Darkhorse was just something that I didn't want to reach for. So it should be really interesting to see how long it takes me to finish that up. Even though I didn't want to reach for it, I never had any issues with the looks that I did with it. I really like Darkhorse in the outer V, blended into the crease, with like a bronzy gold look. Like today I'm wearing a bronzy color. With it, this is in my crease, my outer V today. I hit pan it today. So it's super exciting that I was able to hit pan for this update. I do not count it as a success for my project pan though, because I hit pan on it today. The last time I did my makeup was December 12th. So I had plenty of opportunities to do my makeup and I just didn't. So I'm not counting it as a success towards that, but I'm happy that I'm starting with a pan. An extra pan in it. The next shade is Toasted. I haven't used that shade much. The usage that is there is mostly from the previous owner. Hustle. That shade was also, I think I used it more than the previous owner, but it's pretty brand new. Creep was completely brand new. I hit pan in Creep. I hope you could see that pan. It's a very tiny baby pan. Let me just move this around. It took me for like 6 months of using it pretty much every single time I did my makeup as an eyeliner. And also sometimes I would use it in the outer V. I would use it in the under eye, like under the waterline. Like, I use that shade so much and I barely got a pan in it. I really hope you could see it. But I'm proud of that pan. I do want to hit pan. I know a lot of people, when they try to pan this palette, they say they're only going to do like these shades and ignore these shades. I really want to do all of them. And the last shade is Gunmetal. That is also a shade that was unused by the previous owner. The usage that is there, which is not a lot, is from me. I hear a lot of complaints about this. I hear a lot of complaints about this shade Gunmetal. I haven't used it in a really long time, so I don't remember if I had complaints about it. But I guess I'm gonna learn. I've heard people say that it doesn't like stay on the eyes, that it gets like hard pan, and I've heard a lot of complaints about it. I don't remember. I honestly do not remember how I liked it or how I used it. When I've used it, I was not that good at makeup. I'm still not good at makeup, but I'm getting better, slowly better, really, really slowly better. So it shall be interesting to see how far along I get with this. Goals for the next update. My goal before I did makeup this morning was to hit pan on Darkhorse, and I hit pan on Darkhorse. My goal, definitely, I want to expand Creep. I want to be able to show you guys really easy without having to worry if you guys could see it. I am shining a flashlight on the other side of the camera, so you can hopefully get the reflection of the little silver. So I obviously will not know until I replay the footage, but I want to expand Creep. I think that's going to be my goal. I'm only going to set one goal. I do really want to play around with this palette because I was only last year focusing on specific shades, which were the 3 that I had in my project pan, which was Naked, Darkhorse, and Creep, and I hit pan on them. So I didn't use much of the other shades, so I really just want to play around with it and see how I can mix the colors around. It's been a really long time since I've just went into this palette and like used all the colors. So I just want to, like, specifically the shimmers, the ones that I said that I don't really care for the shades, I want to play with those, see how I can make them work for me, if I maybe just didn't give them the time of day I am gonna have a cream eyeshadow stick in my project pan, which I have on my eyes today, so that is going to be something that maybe might affect this a little and what kind of looks I could do with it. But I do think that that color is something that this palette is missing, which it's like a bronzy red color. Actually, I could show you. It's here somewhere. Okay, this is it. This is the cream eyeshadow stick that I am going to have in my project pan. It is this color, the color of the pencil. I do think that that's going to go really beautiful with these shades. I am wearing it today with Darkhorse. I don't know how I feel about the cream eyeshadow stick. I think that it kind of, I have really hooded eyes and I think it creases. It doesn't look too bad though, yet. I'm gonna hopefully make it work for me. I hate this packaging and I hate that I have no idea what brand this is. This was like a gift to me, but I'm gonna use it. And as long as I don't have any allergic reactions or anything to it. But yeah, so this is my Project Pan intro. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys follow along with me. Hope you guys subscribe and like and comment. Definitely comment. Please comment. And yeah, enjoy your day, guys. Bye.